Hi friends, November 24th, 1971, Northwest Orient Airlines took off from Portland, USA. This is a flight to a city that is half an hour away. Not many passengers sat in it. 36 passengers and 6 crew members were in it. But the passengers did not know that there was a hijacker in it. The name of the hijacker is D.B.Cooper. He was sitting in the plane in the last seat, seat number 18E. As soon as the plane took off, he told the air hostess that his name is D.B.Cooper. The air hostess's name is Florence. He gave her a note, but the air hostess took the note that he gave to disturb her and left without reading it. So, agent came to the air hostess and said that you should read that note. He said that I have a bomb. He clearly said that he had a bomb in that letter. He says to come and sit next to him. When he sits, he shows the bomb in his briefcase. In the evening, he asks for $2 lakh in cash. He wants it all in the evening. In front of him, he asks for 2 parachutes. When he lands, he asks for a fuel truck. If anything happens, I have a bomb. He threatens to kill everyone with that bomb. The passengers get worried. Without telling him, she goes into the cockpit and shows the note to the pilots. Another air hostess, Tina Mucklock, also tells the same story. She goes and sits next to him. The pilot will reveal the matter to the air traffic control. He will tell the air traffic control to say that the hijacker will be implemented in full demand. He will start all the related matters. There is a suspicion that the hijacker will agree to the demands, right? The answer to this is reputation, because the airline's president said that his company should not get spoiled. He thought that everyone should not know about this hijacker. He decided not to let his company down. That's why he was ready to fulfill the hijacker demand. But it's a flight that only travels for half an hour. He will be spinning in the air until he gets the money. In that way, the flight will spin in the air for 3 hours. Travelers will be worried. The pilot announces that everyone will not be able to land due to small technical issues. Finally, at 5:46 p.m. in the evening, the flight lands in Seattle. They land far from the main terminal. The airline's representative comes to the plane and gives the money bag, parachute to the guy who is waiting. After that, all the passengers are told to get down safely. Tina, McLeod, and Minaha are told to go. The fuel is lit and the flight goes back into the air. This time, there are no passengers, just pilots, Cooper and Tina in the flight. Cooper asks the flight to return to Mexico City, but the pilot says that there is no fuel. But Cooper does not listen. Cooper tells Tina to go into the cockpit and close the doors. Cooper will be alone in the flight, but there will be a warning light in the flight. As the staircase is deployed, that indication is understood. From the metal coming from the back, Cooper goes out with parachutes, but the pilots in the cockpit cannot see what is happening because at that time there is no chance to see from that cockpit. At 8:13 p.m., the pilot noticed that the back of the plane part was rising. The pilot had to recalibrate it. He had to level it. Later, they landed the plane in Nevada. They informed the police, but they didn't get any evidence about Cooper. The police only got a tie. There is a clip on it. Some parachutes are visible. With this, Cooper used a cigarette. At that time, smoking was allowed in the airplane. 66 unidentified fingerprints were found. Since that day, the ruins have come to light to search for Cooper. This investigation lasted for 45 years. In 2016, it was officially closed. This is the only hijack case that has not been solved in history. By the way, who is Cooper? What happened to that money? I have to tell you 2 things very clearly in this. 1, even if such a big hijack happens, other travelers do not know that information. No one has faced any danger. That's why everyone praises Tina. The plane co-pilot will say that Tina was cool without making a mess. The second interesting thing is the name of D.B.Cooper. His full name is D.B.Cooper, but this case is called the mystery of D.B.Cooper. Due to a mistake in the report, the name of D.B.Cooper changed to D.B.Cooper. When Cooper got off the plane, it was found in the inquiry that he got off with the money tied to his body. In the southwest area of Washington, Cooper got off with parachutes. There is a forest below. There are wild animals there. He jumped down from 10,000 feet. There is no chance of survival. On top of that, the clothes that Cooper wears are also not comfortable. It also rains outside. On top of that, when he is getting down, the wind speed is 320 kilometers per hour. The other thing is that it will be very cold in America this month. If Cooper falls into the lake, it is very difficult to come out of there. After the Cooper incident, many incidents like this happened. When the Cooper hijacking news came out, many hijackers were involved in such things. There are 5 people who fell out of this plane hijacking. One of them is Martin McNell. The hijacked plane is 400 to 500 kilometers per hour. In January 1972, another such hijack took place. Richard Loppert, the name of the hijack. He also landed safely on the ground. He was caught by the police. That's why later on the things related to him came out. D.B.Cooper would have survived just like this. When Tina was given a parachute, she also gave instructions on how to use it. But Cooper gave the answer that he didn't need it. From the day Cooper escaped, the search for him began. But there was no sign of him there. The notes given to Cooper are especially worth $20. The bank noted the serial numbers on these notes. All the banks found out these serial numbers. The FBI also did a practical experiment. If you fly the same plane at the same speed and drop the 91-kilo slide there, they thought that it will go in any direction. They searched all the houses around it. They also went inside the lake and searched, but they did not find anything. They put the numbers on the notes in the paper. Still, they did not find any evidence. After 3 years, a phone call came. He is Tom. That day, another plane was flying behind the hijacked plane. But what Tom said is that the environment was very bad that day. He said that 80 degrees was wrong. That's why he said to search near the river. Tom is correct. An 8-year-old boy got a bag of 20 notes from the Columbia River. If you check the serial number of those notes, you will know that they are the same notes. If you search there, you will only find $5,800. But you will not find any evidence beyond that. So if a boy gets a few notes, after a few years, he will sell those notes at auction because Cooper's name changed the whole world at that time. That's why he put a lot of rates. They wanted to buy those notes. Except for the tie that Cooper left, no evidence was found. Microscopic particles are visible in the tie. In 2009, a modern technology company tested this tie. According to him, he would have the opportunity to work in 2 or 3 places. They came to the conclusion. They even made a sketch. They thought that the image did not come properly. After that, they put it twice. The 3rd image was slightly accurate. Then they came to the conclusion that Cooper is a cargo loader. They will teach basic technology in jumping. With this suspicion, the FBI will create a list of 800 suspects. Out of these, 5 will be shortlisted. Richard Mako is a fascinating story. He later joined a hijack like Cooper. After being caught, he was sentenced to 40 years in prison. The FBI believed that he was Cooper. A book was also printed on Cooper. The Richard Mako family decided that the tie was his. After 2 years in jail, he lost his life in the attempt to come out. But even now, the FBI has confirmed that Cooper is not him. Even the criminals found after that did not meet Cooper. After that, the case was closed on July 12, 2016. What is your opinion on this video? If you like the video, please like and share. For more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.